What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. So, yo, a lot of people have been asking, and a lot of people have just been saying, putting their thoughts around the internet as far as who they think is at fault between the takeoff incident that happened in Houston, Texas. First off and foremost, let's get our RIPs out the way. RIP Takeoff, man, and rest in peace, man. May his soul continue to float up to the sky, man, and meet his final destination, man. Blessings to you. But yo, back to the content, man. A lot of people have been saying who's at fault. Is Jazz Prince at fault? Is Takeoff at fault? Who is really at fault in this situation? And to be honest with you, man, I don't think that there's really a true fault. The fault of this situation is the person who pulled the trigger. Because my question is this, man, what more are you guys asking from Quavo and Takeoff to do in this situation? Listen, man, there's always going to be situations in life where things are going to happen. There's always going to be situations in life where you're going to get in altercations with people and you may have a disagreement with people, but it doesn't always have to end in altercation. It doesn't have to always have to end in someone getting killed. So back to the original question, who is truly at fault in this? I don't really think that you really can't put any fault on anybody outside of who pulled the trigger. Because think about this. No matter what, when you see the video, you can see that there is a fight that ensued. A fight. Someone got swung on. My question is this. Instead of pulling a gun, why didn't someone swing on that person back? This could have simply been the Migos get into a fist fight with such and such. But we all know in 2022, people don't fight no more. But I'll say this, man, we need to go back to that because think about this. So many of these issues and so many of these problems that could have been solved by someone getting a fist fight versus over someone getting into an actual altercation. Now, who is at fault? Who is at fault? I urge again, the only person that we can truly put at fault for this happening is the person who pulled the trigger. I think it's unfair to say that Quavo should have did this or Quavo should have did that. I think it's absolutely unfair to say that. Why? Because at the end of the day, he didn't pull out a gun. He didn't try to take this to a violent manner. Quavo did what's best in that situation is this. He tried to walk away. Now, what could we do going forward to ensure that situations don't happen like this again? What do I think needs to happen? For one, this is my thing, record labels. This is not on the actors, on the artists anymore. Record labels. Do you understand how much money you lose when your artists pass away by gun violence? It is on the record label. It has to be on the record label and these labels who are investing millions of money into these guys to make sure that they get to and from their destinations safely each and every day. So to get back to the original question, who is at fault for this? I say again, the only person that can be at fault for this is the person who pulled the trigger. But there are factors. There are people that I believe could have done things to ensure that this never happened. Like the record label. Man, you have to get real security. Listen to me. The homies, people from the hood, your homeboys, they are not security. That is not security. They are not trained. They are not licensed in how to de-escalate situations. Remember, in the hood, it's all about sustaining your pride, sustaining who you are as a man. Listen to me. In a situation like that, Takeoff and Quavo, they don't need to prove nothing to anybody. The number one thing they need to do is get out of that situation safely so they can get back to the bag. And that should have been the most important thing to the record label. So my thing is this. Who do I believe is at fault for this? The shooter, the person who actually pulled the trigger. But who do I think could have helped keep their artists alive? The record label. Why? Because they have the biggest investment in Takeoff than anybody outside of his children. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. No matter what you think, it's a sad situation. And we hope that the shooter gets brought to justice because that's what's real, man. That's what's real. We need closure to this. You guys already know what it is. Never look down. The stars up. Peace.